Hi Gemini, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So I got a little bit of allergies thing going on, so just excuse me or excuse my voice. So let's get started on your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Gemini. Happy birthday, Gemini. Wow, Gemini, happy birthday. Go party, party, party. All right, so here we go. You have two cards over here, but I'm going to take them anyway. Wow, look at that. It says, um, it says impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. I feel like your energy is very blocked right now. I feel like you need to clear your energy. See how the path is like it's there, but it's blocked. Like something's blocking it. So really clear your energy, okay? Take the time to clear your energy. Go outside, get some rays, or be around good people. Think positive. Okay. Trust that there's a divine plan, desert passage. You know that even though you may not see what's ahead of you or going on, just know there is definitely a divine plan waiting for you. Okay. Nice. And then you have wandering path, enjoy the journey. So I feel like you are definitely going on a new path. I feel like things are definitely going to change, putting you on something different. So it's very nice. Enjoy the journey, you guys. Something new's coming in. So love it. Beautiful. All right. So let's see. Do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. See what's going on. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Gemini Spirit. One for the current. Wow, good. You have the Three Cups. There's celebration here. There's support here. Good. Love it. One for the situation. The Fool. Really be careful on how you're doing things. There's a new path here, definitely. Moving forward, but be careful. Try not to be careless on things. One for the Pastor now. Seven of Swords. We'll leave that in the past because I feel like, you could have been betrayed or felt betrayed or deceived or felt deceived, like misled about something that's going on. Okay, so we'll just keep that in the past. You don't want to bring it up, and put it there. Hold on, you guys. Excuse me. My gosh. I got wet through the rain, and I think that's what caused it. Okay, so here we go. One for the what's hidden. Being misled on this one, okay? Feeling betrayed. We're going to keep it in the past. You have the Ten of Swords here. Something's coming to an end. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's... could also be somebody who passes also. But definitely something is coming to an end. An obstacle that has been going on in your life, coming to a close. One for the hopes and fears. The Four Cups. I feel at times that you feel very disconnected. They're asking you to really try to go within, to clear your mind, to be comforted by the outside, or just thinking of things that are positive and, staying away from the negative is what they're saying. One for the now, what you need to do now. Wow, look at that. The Moon. Trusting your intuition, knowing your inner knowing, knowing that, trusting that gut feeling about things, on how you're feeling, on what you're doing, your emotions, okay? Really trusting that and not letting your emotions get in the way of things that you're doing. I feel like at times you're not seeing very clearly. Also, and you let your emotions get in the way. One for what you need to work on. The King of Swords. Watch how you're communicating with people, on how you're talking to them, and try not to be mean. But do speak your truth about things, okay? Find your will, find your confidence to do speak about the things that are going on. And for the outcome, you do have the Nine of Wands. Moving forward, pushing forward, knowing that you're not going to give up on anything, which is good. Very nice. I love that. Good for you. So let's see what's at the end of the tarot deck. just really push forward on here and set boundaries on things, okay? Because that's also what I'm getting. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles, you are going to have opportunities coming towards you. You could be learning something new also, wanting to learn something, curious about something. Leave these old patterns behind, okay? The temptations, the patterns, whatever it is, let it go and keep going forward. Do things differently. Then you also have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is talking about that you have come a long way. Just like really see the everything that you have done, like all the accomplishments, all the achievements that you have done. You know, instead of looking at the bad, look at the good, is what they're saying. Wow. All right. So, Gemini, let's see what's going on. All right, Gemini, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Gemini. Why is the Three of Cups here for Gemini for their highest good? All right, so definitely celebration. I feel like there's people that support you around you also. Um, Good communication here. I feel like there's just like you feel happy when there's somebody around you, when there's people around you. I feel like you're definitely moving, wanting to travel, wanting to do something different. They're asking you to start taking control of everything, though. You know, everything that's going on in your life. It's time to start taking the reins and taking control of everything that has been going on. Like, you know, if you need to save money for this, then start saving money. If you need to go do that, then it's time to start doing that. You also have the Two of Swords here, definitely making a decision, making a choice. But they need you to take off that blindfold. Start taking things, getting things done, taking control of everything that's been going on. You know, really take off that blindfold to do the things that you're wanting to do. And that's something that you need to do, Gemini. Um, you have the Fool card here. And the Fool card does signify a new path here. But they're asking you to be very careful on how you're seeing things and how you're thinking about everything. Um, you know, I feel like with this new path here, like you're wanting something new to come in, and it will, but you also need to be careful on how you're doing things, like being careful on how what you're thinking about and what you're saying to yourself, you know, because I feel like you're very disconnected and only looking at one thing, looking at the disappointment, looking at everything that has happened in your life, and I feel like you need to move away from that, okay? Because and enjoy life and be free, you know, because that's what they're saying, you know. Right now, you're very disconnected, and you need to start focusing on other things than what has happened. Because you're in your mind a lot. You're constantly overthinking. You're thinking about this. You're thinking about that. You're thinking about situations of who left you behind, of people that were there and no longer are there. You know, and it's like you're thinking so much about all this, and you gotta leave it. It's time to leave it, Gemini. It's time to move forward from this. That you cannot look back anymore. It's time to move forward. You do have the Seven of Swords here. The Seven of Swords is in the past or now. I want to say it's in the past, but the way you're thinking, it's like it's just keeping it in the right there. It's like you won't let it go. The betrayal that you feel, the deceit that you feel, the people that are hurt you in the past, it's like it all adds up into the Seven of Swords, and it's like, you know, I can't let go of it. I'm gonna keep it alive, you know, but you need to try to let that go. Whatever it was, let it go. You have the Ten of Swords, and why is the Ten of Swords here and what's hidden? The Ten of Swords is talking about endings, talking about that, you know, whatever was an obstacle in your life or kept you from doing a lot of things like this overthinking or this Seven of Swords, it's going to come to an end. But it's up to you to do it, okay? Really, it's going to come to an end regardless. It's an ending. There's an ending here, okay? So just know that. Could be an ending of a career, it could be an ending of a person, and it doesn't have to be like an ending of a person, but like who you know. Like, I don't know that person anymore. They walked, or you're walking away from somebody. Um, I feel like you need to really leave these patterns behind. They were toxic. They were not good for you. Leave them, okay? Regardless, things are going to end. Something's going to end, come to an end. So just know that. Leave these old patterns behind. You're not going to be feeling weighed down or stuck or feeling like you can't move forward, because you will now, okay? Because this is some things that you're not really seeing. Things are opening up to the better, but you got to keep going forward and stop overthinking on things. Gemini. Um, Pay attention to your dreams, okay? Because there's intuitive messages there also for you. And they're also saying that really trust your intuition on everything that's going on. Trust what you're feeling. I feel like there, for you to have forgiveness, and I feel like there's messages going to come through. I feel like you need to pay attention to your dreams, like I said. Be persistent on what it is that you're wanting to pursue, wanting to create, because that's what they're saying. Like, if you put your energy into something, put it in there so that it can make you happy, so that you're not overthinking, so that you're not feeling like you're left out or being mistreated or betrayed, okay? Put your energy into something so that you won't not be thinking as much as you are here, okay? Um, Definitely trying to move forward. I feel like I said, it's up to you to move forward from this, and you will, but it's up to you to shift your mindset into being positive. You have the Four of Cups down here. And why is the Four of Cups here for Gemini? One more card. Good. All right, so again, you have the Ten of Swords. So there is definitely something going to come to an end very soon. Very, very soon. So just know that. They're asking you to go within, that no matter what, no matter what, go within, so that you can clear your mind and move away from this unfocusedness and this feeling like disconnected about things. Move forward, that no matter what, you have the support of people in everything that you're doing. You still have support from them, that that whoever it is, your children, your family, your friends, a neighbor, whatever, you still have that support, that you're not alone in all this that you're going through, that things are going to get better, because you have this card here twice. When we get this card twice, it's like saying, you know what, all that is shifting out of my life and new things are going to come in. But leave them, let them come in. Stop being in the same past. Stop being in the same pattern, okay? Because you need to move on from all this. Even if it was very hurtful, you're going to leave it behind. You have the Moon. Why is the Moon here? Changes are coming through, even if you're not seeing. There's things that you're not seeing, but they're going to change for you, because you're not supposed to stay in this mode. You're supposed to move forward, and as difficult and hard as it will be, you're going to move forward no matter what. For some of us, it's going to be hard and painful, but for a lot of us, it's not. A lot of us, it's going to be like, you know what, I needed to get away from that. So just know that things are going to change, because you have the Tower card. You're moving towards this material success, this stability, this stronger foundation, okay? And that's what they're saying. You're going to move towards something better, something that's going to make you happy. But think positive. Get away from this overthinking, this feeling disconnected. Yeah, the King of Swords here for what you need to work on. One more card. Wow. Trust that everything's going to fall into place for you, okay? Take your time with things. Don't try to rush on things. Don't try to rush anything. Speak your truth about everything that's going on, especially with the King of Swords here. You're very bold, you're very strong-willed. You know what you're doing, but try not to be mean, especially with this King of Swords. Try not to be mean in how you're talking to people, okay? Because people do see, they feel offended, but that's why you got to be careful with how you're communicating. You do have King of Pentacles, take your time with things, like I said, because you also have the Knight of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, it's about trusting yourself, about things that are, you need to start taking your time with things, so that way you have that strong foundation. That way you have that stability. That way you have that support. That you may not see the abundance right away, but it's coming. It's taking its time. It's in divine timing. Things will fall into place the way they come in. But like I said, it's in divine timing. And you need patience, Gemini. You need to have patience for everything that's going on. Just go with it. Go with the flow. But get away from all this negativity that you're thinking about. You have the Nine of Wands. And why is the Nine of Wands here? One more card. You have the Magician and you have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is asking you to use your intuition, to trust your intuition, your inner knowing. You know how to deal with things. But the thing is that sometimes, you don't listen. You're not listening to your intuition. You're not listening to that gut feeling, what it tells you. Remember that you do create the world around you. That no matter what, if you don't see things positive, then you're going to see them negative. Okay, so that's why they're saying, like, you have all the tools to change your life for the better. You have all the tools to forgive, to have compassion, to have all this. But the thing is that no matter what, you need to think positive. Get away from the Seven of Swords. Get away from this overthinking. Get away of being blinded by not wanting to deal with things. Because knowing you need to start doing this, okay? Putting things in order. You're going to be moving away from a lot of things that were a thorn on your side. You are, and there are times that you feel like you want to give up, but you don't. That's how strong-willed you are. That's how wonderful you are. Yet you can keep going, that no matter what. So this is what they're saying, that there is an ending. There is something that's going to come to an end. All your obstacles or whatever, it's going to change. Things are going to change, but they're going to lead you to something better. So remember that. All right. Okay, so Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. God bless.